I'm Lawrence Chard. Welcome to our Chards Coin and Bullion Dealer YouTube channel. Well, today I was going to show you a few fakes and other interesting coins, but just before we managed it, and only I think late last week, a buying came in, 50 gold sovereigns, which were, some were bought from us and they were okay, and some were bought from a rather well-known pawnbroker. And I think the guy said he'd bought some elsewhere, maybe on eBay or somewhere. Now, they all seem to be genuine. But one of the interesting coins, just to digress in a way really here, was this. It was the 1958 sovereign, came in, excuse me, about a week or so ago, and we've labelled it as suspect. We have actually already tested it on our night-on tester. We forgot to write that down. Gold plating not detected. I didn't do this test, so somebody else did it. And actually, I think it was our daughter Juliana that spotted this one. And we think it's a fake. We can't be absolutely certain, because if it is a fake, it's a very high quality one. I've actually coincidentally got me, I could be wrong, sweatshirt on today because, well, firstly we're not sure, so maybe I need a new t-shirt, which is, I'm not sure about this, or I don't know everything. So we labelled it suspect, which is, it is, and we've got it on the night-on tester now, and there we go, we're testing the obverse, and that's had 60 seconds, and that's coming out at 90.4% fine, and it should be, as most people watching our videos will know, about 916 or 917. When we tested it originally, we were getting 91.5, so I'm actually going to write down 904. I'll give it a second column there. 904 1 0, and over here we've got 3 1 0. The next time we pop down to South Wales to visit the Royal Mint, we'll pop our head into Royal Mint Historical Services, aka the Royal Mint Museum, and show them this coin and see what they think. We might also be able to show them this video or part of it. So, what I was really going to talk about is this batch of 50 sovereigns that we bought in the other day, and I was wheeled in to help check them, and one of the very first coins I pulled out, I'd got quite a deep scratch on it. It's only smallish, but it's I think it's noticeable. Now, can we hold this up to the camera and get a decent close-up of it or not? Where's the scratch? Let's see if you can find the scratch. Am I holding this in the right place? Christian's giving me the one finger again. It's the sort of scratch that could have just been accidental, could have happened in circulation. And then what we found when we started looking at some of the others, a lot of the others had got, oh, and the guy that was selling them said, oh, some have got some like red marks on them where they have acid testing them. So the guy ended up telling us, quite volunteering the information, that he'd bought a lot of these from a bunch of Harvey and Thompson, although he didn't actually remember the name, who are, I think, the UK's biggest pawnbrokers. They've got somewhere between 270 and 280 branches in the UK. If you look at the website, they're not quite certain. One says over 270, the other one says 280. So, who knows? And he bought them from the local branch, and he described to me where it was, so yeah, I know it quite well. So, some of them have got not only a scratch like that, but they've got a red stain on them. And in fact, this one, you might not have been able to see on the photo, has got a red stain. Some red stains are worse. And what happens is, when somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and doesn't know how to spot fake coins, like most jewellers and most pawnbrokers, want to know if something's genuine, they acid test it. And if you're going to acid test something, what you normally have to do is scrape it or file it a little bit, usually in some inconspicuous place like the edge, to make sure that you're not actually testing gold plating, which would fool you. But in this case, some complete wally has actually put a gouge in the field of the coin, and it's kind of ruined the coin as a possibly collectible piece. Now, it ended up we paid a little bit less than our normal buying-in price for about half a dozen of these, but then afterwards one of our other staff members had a good look and found a total of 26 out of 50 that he actually demoted to what we call grade C, which is substandard coins, not good enough for us to sell as our choice bullion. So why people who work in jewellers or pawnbrokers haven't learnt to actually tell whether gold coins appear to be genuine or not, I don't know. But instead, they scratch them and then acid test them. Now, I don't know if they actually do it while the customer still owns the coin before they actually make an offer and buy it, or whether they actually ask the customer's permission to deface their coin or not. In any case, and it's the height of ignorance, if you run in the jewellers and the pawnbrokers and you buy gold sovereigns, learn how to tell whether they're genuine or not. And we do know from a YouTube video that I call him a friend of ours up in Scotland, videoed a few months ago, and he went into his local Harvey & Thompson and he got offered what was effectively 55% of the actual gold content for his sovereigns. What we don't know is how much they actually ask for the coins when they put them on resale, but probably more than we charge. And if you were buying them from Blackpool, from the Blackpool branch of Harvey & Thompson, you'd find they'd have scratch marks and a red acid stain on them. The acid stain can be got off, but you've got to faff about and do it, and it takes time and trouble, and then you've still got the scratch. So the ruining coins makes them kind of uncollectible. Now, I also wonder who in their right mind would go and sell a gold sovereign to the average jeweller or pawnbroker, and who would accept a paltry offer of 55% of its intrinsic gold content. We pay somewhere around spot. It can vary from 1% or 2 under to 1% or 2 over, and we've got quite a few competitors who are coin and bullion dealers or bullion dealers who also pay similar prices. At that end of the market, it is quite competitive. I can only guess that it's people who don't know what they've got, maybe desperate, they're in a hurry to sell something, get some cash, and they go in and sell one coin, and effectively they get ripped off, which is kind of annoying and frustrating. Annoying because I don't think businesses should rip anybody off. Frustrating because you've got people who could use the money and use a better price and just selling for an awful price. Then you've got, if people buy the gold sovereigns from people like this, you're buying a scratch coin with an acid stain on it, and you're probably paying more than we sell reasonable quality sovereigns for. Another factor actually is that if you just acid test them, it's only approximate, and a coin that's 21.5 carat gold or 22.5 carat gold could pass as 22 carat. If you want to be more precise, you're better off using something like this, but these are quite expensive. They're the best part of £20,000 each. So I don't think H&T are going to go out anytime now and buy 280 of them, one for each store, and spend, how much is 280 times about £20,000? £5.6 million. Well, they'd probably get a discount if they're buying that many. But then, if they're buying gold sovereigns at a 45% discount, they could afford to buy 280 of these. It's probably small change. Right, that's whittling on enough about those. Almost every single one of those has got a scratch, quite a deep, small but deep scratch. So that's garbage. Okay, so that's enough whittling on about some of the rip-off prices that our customers pay. Back to the 1958 suspect coin that I was showing you. And this one is now coming out at, the reverse is coming out at 912 parts per thousand, plus or minus 4 So we've got a slight variation from our original tests on that. 912 plus 4 comes to 916, so that is close enough for it to be 22 karat gold. There could be some contamination on the coin, or maybe from my fingers, or there's still plastic film on the machine. Perhaps we didn't calibrate it this morning, but we think that that's suspect. We haven't really got time to analyse that in depth today because we're a bit limited for time. So we'll probably feature that in a future video. It is an interesting one where I don't know. And if somebody bought that coin from a competitor, you could understand somebody making a mistake and thinking it's okay and supplying it as genuine, because it really is a difficult coin to tell. If I can't tell or can't be absolutely certain, it's quite difficult. I'm quite proud of the fact that Juliana picked it out as being suspect, because she's not quite got my 60 odd years of experience. We also had here a couple of other things we were going to do. One was a 1924 double eagle, and we were going to have a look at that because that is got a question mark there. I think that one's okay, but then there's another one here, a 1900 P Philadelphia double eagle, and this one is testing as 917 parts per thousand, which shouldn't be right. That's on one side, and when we have a look at it, that also looks fake. Again, haven't really got time to cover those today. And the last item here was a 1925 Sydney Mint sovereign, and I've written fake on the packet, but I haven't done a night-on test on it yet. I'll probably do one now, but I don't think we've really got time to include that in today's video. So they're all fakes for the future. Those are the remaining okay coins. The shame with these as well, actually, is most of these were probably bought brand new and were mint or minty condition when they were bought, and these are all a little bit scuffed now. So I don't even think, no, we wouldn't even put these out as minty. Those will just go in bullion, and somebody might be delighted and go, oh, I've got a 2013, 14, maybe another date in there. But at least if they buy them from us, they'll avoid these scratched and acid testing things. That's all for now, folks. I forgot to say, you have subscribed, haven't you? You haven't, the one at the back there on the left. You just go and subscribe while you're at it. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. And that's all for now. Happy Christmas, and see you all again soon, with any luck at all.